to do this on our own. Always first, there's God. Without Him, we are nothing. He is the only one that gives us life, but also the one that made this abundant life a possibility. And the life we have had here at EVA has been more than abundant. Which brings us to the second group. Today is the day to thank our parents and our families, those people in our lives who pushed us and helped us and made us go to space camp. They saw what we could be and were determined we could have every opportunity to get there. I understand now that my parents have given me everything that I have ever needed, even when I was a bratty kid who didn't deserve any of it. Thank you. I'm so grateful for all my family who are here, and I'm especially thankful for my sister who can't be here today. And finally, there's ELT Academy, this network of teachers and staff that have dedicated so much to help us grow academically and spiritually. They have been the sturdy place where we could all find a little peace when things got shaky. The family analogy may be cliche, but there is no better way to describe this group of individuals that we so affectionately call mom, little brother, granddad, fearless leader, and even Batman. Without all these people, we couldn't have done any of this. Today is probably the greatest achievement of our lives so far. All of these 12 years or more have led up to this single day when we graduate. And as we look back, the years spent at Eagles View are filled with fond memories, especially this last one. This year, we did breakfast and tunes, had blended parties, and those theological discussions that make your head hurt with Coach Billy. We watched Lavi's annual Pi Day become the calculus class's weekly Sabbath. Thanks, Laura. Thankfully, the Warriors made a major comeback at the homecoming football game, which was an amazing night. We also had the ultimate prom king and queen this year. Our softball team brought new state again. And we have to give a little shout out to the volleyball team who won districts for the first time. Spiritual Emphasis this week was incredible. We had never seen such talent before. We had hardcore snowball fights with Sheetsy on the ski trip, the same place where Miss Marion's tape mysteriously disappeared. And on the Disney trip, we celebrated Lab's 21st birthday. While we were in Orlando, we all, students and administrators, grew closer by seeing a classic family film together. With these memories that make us smile, there have been some hard times we've faced together as a family and alone as individuals. I want to encourage you today with a quote by Theodore Roosevelt. He said, "Far better is it to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy nor suffer much, because they live in a gray twilight that knows not victory nor defeat." Today is a glorious triumph. We have all achieved something mighty. But don't let this be the last great thing we ever do. Tomorrow is not the day to begin living in a gray twilight. It is time for us to go and be victorious. We must remember that failure is inevitable in this imperfect life. What better way to be successful than to learn what not to do? Failure is a great teacher, and through it all, it is important to praise God in the chaos. It's easy to keep the faith when times are good, when the sun's shining, and it's effortless to see God's wisdom and blessings. But it's such a more accurate test of one's faith when times are hard. Many of us have already faced tough circumstances and had our confidence in God tested. And if you haven't, you will. Now is the time to understand that more tests await us in the future. A future which does not look like any we've ever seen before. Our parents are losing jobs, our nation's debt is over foreign countries, and as a people we have turned our back on God. The best advice I can give you is to praise God in that time of suffering. Remember He loves you. And despite how things appear, He understands His intricate plan we just cannot fathom. We can't blame Him for what's shaken up our lives or be angry at Him for what He's allowed to help us grow into the person He wants us to be. High school ends now. Life goes on. Time marches on, and we still have much further to go after leaving EVA. It's time to concern ourselves with what's really important, focus on service to others and not just ourselves, and ultimately make a lasting mark on society. For the moment, let's cherish the small marker on our path and the victory we have together today, following this advice from Dr. Seuss. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Congratulations, Wolfpack 2010.